I'm Miranda. I'm 14 years old, and I have something to ask you. When I say this word, I want you to picture what you first think of: marriage. Now, I bet you that at least 90%, or even more, almost all of us, picture a man and a woman standing at that altar, getting married. Now, what is this? You're probably wondering why I just asked you to do that. Well, this is because, apparently, marriage is being redefined by gay people, by lesbians. We're redefining marriage. So why is that so bad? Why is it so bad that two people who love each other can be united by law? Because I'd love to live with my wife, but sadly, in some states, I would have to call my girlfriend my partner for the rest of my life, because I do not, and I could not have the privilege of calling her my wife, because I cannot get married. No. I can't get married. Me? Get married to another woman? That's disgusting. That's redefining marriage. You know what? Screw it. Screw you. Because I know what you're thinking right now. If you aren't with same-sex marriage for the reason that we are redefining marriage, I want you to listen to me. A 14-year-old girl. A 14-year-old girl who has been in the closet for almost 6 years. Because I was afraid of what other people might think. Now, why is this so important? Because there are girls like me everywhere. Not even just in the United States, but everywhere in the world. There's at least 1 million girls like me who can't even get married. There's boys who can't even get married just because they're attracted to the same gender. Now, if I was in one of those states, which thank God I'm not, that wouldn't allow me and my wife, me and my partner, to get married and live together as wives for the rest of my life, I don't know what I'd do. I'm 14, and I feel for everyone who has to go through this, who has to go through discrimination, being different. And I want this to stop. Because I shouldn't be crying right now. But sadly, I have so many reasons to. Just because of who I'm attracted to. There are men and women who are senior citizens who have to call each other partners. Not wives, not husbands, but partners. Why? Because their state that they live in does not legalize gay marriage. So all of you who say that we're redefining marriage, you can screw yourself. Because I'm sick of people saying that being gay is bad. And that parents need to cover their kids' eyes when we walk near them and hold our partner's hand. But yet, it's totally okay for me to watch a straight couple grinding on each other and making out on a park bench. We're not redefining marriage, because marriage should not be defined as the union of a man and a woman, but the union of two individuals who love each other. And that's what marriage is. So before you start questioning whether or not we should oppose gay marriage, I want you to remember the tears I just shed, and that there are tons of girls and boys my age who are shedding these tears because their parents, their families, their friends don't accept them, and neither will the law. And for some people, they never will, unless we do something. It is 2014, and we need to do something. Because this isn't about redefining marriage. This is about being proud to love. And we should be proud, just as proud as any heterosexual couple is. Because if you take away our genitalia, if you take away how we express ourselves, take away the stereotypical man and woman, what's left? Our souls. And we don't want to get married to just any man or woman. We want to get married to our soulmates. So let's not call it redefining marriage. Let's change how we see marriage. Because marriage should not be exclusive to a man and a woman. I want you to think about this. The next time you think about putting down two people in love, just remember that you've got the law by your side. But in 31 states, more than half of the United States, we cannot get married. Why? Because we're gay, because we're lesbian, because we're bisexual. But why is that holding us back? Why are you holding us back from loving who we want to love? Why are you holding us back from putting that ring on our wife or our husband? Because I want to grow up one day. And I want to marry my wife. I want to put that ring on her finger. I want to be happy. But sadly, so many of us can't. Either we can't take the heat and we just pretend to be straight for our lives, or we can't take the heat and we take our lives. Would you rather have a gay daughter or son or a dead one? I want you to think about that. Would you rather see your son getting married to another man, or your son hanging himself because he can't love who he wants to love? Would you rather see your daughter getting married to another woman, or your daughter cutting herself to death, bleeding to death. Which would you rather see? I want you to think about that the next time you ever think about discriminating your son or daughter. Because I'm happy I've got 2 parents and 1 brother who love me for who I am. But sadly, we're the minority. Because most of you as parents, you are disgusted by your kids just because of who they're attracted to. But I want you to remember that they've got 2 options. You've got 2 options. Accept your kids or don't accept them and lose your kid. Whether that means them just totally isolating themselves, being depressed, being anxious, being antisocial, or they can kill themselves because they're not accepted by you. Now, what's more disgusting? You or them? Think about it.